Hey, this is Dave Harris.
Matt Kalish, Tactical Hyve. Today we're going to be discussing the high ready position. All right, so with the high ready comes in multiple different ways, when we're really multiple different uses, right? So whether you're in a CQB scenario, you're either going to use that high ready or that modified low ready to make sure I can stack up on somebody and I'm not pointing my gun in an unsafe direction. Or with most people, they like to hold it down in this lower high ready. This is not considered the high ready because if I'm in the stack in front of him, he needs to have the gun up and he's not pointing the muzzle of his weapon at my nugget. It's not a preferred position. Same thing with that too. If we enter inside of a door, I can go left or I can go right and he can immediately punch the gun out, right? So that allows him to immediately get on target, get inside the door, get to his critical corner, whatever it may be inside of that stack. This also allows, just like the modified low ready, it allows me to be, for one, inside of the stack. Two, I can also maneuver around cars without dragging it across the car or get in and out of position fast or around a barrier, wall, etc., right? It applies to so many different things. Also, if I'm going up some stairs, this is the preferred method because I want to be pointing my gun up the stairs and not have it down, have to make a very gross maneuver, gross movement to get my gun pointed to where it needs to point. All right. So the key points with this high ready, all right, buttstock again is below the armpit. All right. He has the rifle itself isolated to one side of his body. All right. You can have it crossbody, but now if you have to immediately present the gun out, he has to make two movements and not have to sweep all the way across when really I just want to punch out as fast as possible to get that muzzle pointed in the direction I want it. So same thing with the low ready. Whenever he falls into that position, he's going to make that slight move forwards, falling into that position. Now, not falling so far forwards where he's off balance or he's pushed too far forwards, and he's also not just presenting it up and he's in that straight up and down position where that recoil is going to start pushing him off target and not be able to deliver more rounds. All right, so for this drill, you're going to ensure buttstock is underneath the armpit. He has that gun isolated to one side. All right, on the presentation call, he is going to present and stab that target and pull that gun back to him, right? Just like that modified low ready, I want to be able to clear my kit. So if I don't have it under the armpit or I try to drag it, chances are if you're wearing kit, you have radios, you got mags for mags, stuff like that, it does happen to where you try to present and it snags and now you have to punch it out again anyways. Now, when I say punch out, it's not a huge gross movement where I'm throwing it at the target and have to pull it back in. It is a fast movement, just a quick punch out and back in, falling into that position. So I'm going to have him, he already has his mag loaded. On the command of up, he is going to punch that gun out, get on target, and shoot those 2 rounds. All right, is the shooter ready?
Ready.
Up. See how he fell in line with it. He can manage that recoil, doesn't push him back, and he can accept all that recoil back through his body by falling a little bit further forwards. So, guys, this is Matt Kalish,
Dave Harris.
the Tactical Hyve. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If not, I hope you enjoyed the content. We're out.